I'm sorry, I thought there was nobody there. Yeah, apologize if I cut out on you just now. Let me explain what's going on here. Well, this is William Friedman for the Cross Country Local, an attempt to go from the Atlantic to the Pacific using only local transit. And Periscope's got a little bit of a limitation here, and that's that I can see how many people are viewing me via Periscope right now, but I can't see how many people are viewing me on the web. And as it turns out, there were a bunch of people who were watching on the web, but nobody was watching on Periscope, so I thought I was here alone, and I don't drink alone. Okay, Macho 315, thank you for joining me. And there are other people who are viewing me through the web who've come to join us, and which is good because I don't like to drink alone. I don't drink really all that often. Hey, I'm the world's guy. And, I ran out to just grab a quick bite to eat here in Ciudad Juarez, about 3 miles south of El Paso, Texas, on the Mexican side. And they sell, different liquor than you can get up in the States. One thing I was looking for was mezcal. I love mezcal, and you can't get it in Mexico. WTF, you can't get mezcal in your corner store in Mexico? Don't ask me to explain. Excuse me, I haven't been drinking yet. There's a little indigestion. This should help. VAT 69. Are you familiar with it? I'm really in Mexico. Yeah. I've been in Mexico for almost 3 days now. I crossed the border from Presidio, Texas, into Ojinaga, and then spent the night there. And then I spent last night in Chihuahua, and tonight I'm spending here in Juarez. Tomorrow morning, I expect I'll be crossing back into Texas. And a whole lot of reasons for that, but none of them. Who needs reasons when you got scotch, really? I want to tell you just a little bit about VAT 69. Now, I've never had it, so you'll be joining me for my first taste of this historic libation, VAT 69. What is so historic about it? I don't know. It's, well, yeah, I do know. I don't know why the appeal, but it has a certain appeal. First of all, if you watch Bollywood movies, this is what the villains drink. All the bad guys drink VAT 69. Why is that? I don't know. I guess I'm a good guy. I usually drink Lagavulin. I guess that's a good guy drink. But there's also one very famous soldier who always drank VAT 69. I don't know. Well, send me a heart if you've ever heard of a U.S. Army officer named Lewis Nixon from the Second World War. No? Okay, have you heard of the 101st Airborne? Okay, have you heard of Easy Company of the 2nd Battalion of the 506th Regiment of the 101st Airborne? El Chapo drinks that. Well, he's a bad guy. So now I know who I'm going to drink a toast to. So someone actually suggested, because I'm looking to get through, well, the continent now on mass transit, that I should check out some of El Chapo's tunnels. Because they've got rail. I wonder if El Chapo was like watching these scopes and going, amateur. Anyway, Lewis Nixon was an intelligence and operations officer with the 101st Airborne, and he was played famously in the miniseries Band of Brothers. Have you watched Band of Brothers? Let's see some hearts if you watched Band of Brothers. Anyway, he was played by Ron Livingston, and this is the guy from Office Space who ended up with Jennifer Aniston. Oh, God, no hearts for Jennifer Aniston. Come on. Well, anyway, supposedly Lewis Nixon, the real life Lewis Nixon, not just the Ron Livingston character, but the guy in real life, had a line of that 69 cases, like all stacked up for him from Camp Toccoa all the way to Berchtesgaden. He was like never out of this stuff. He fought a war. He had his jump wings and 3 jump stars, and he went through Normandy in the Battle of the Bulge, and seizing the Eagle's Nest in Austria. He did all this stuff, and he never ran out of his favorite booze. No one knows how he did it. And now I'm going to find out why this was his favorite booze. He was a rich man. He was from a very wealthy family. They owned chemical factories in New Jersey. The original family money came from shipbuilding. So this is a guy who could drink anything he wanted, and this is the stuff he drank. This stuff that I bought for $8 American in a Mexican gas station 2 hours ago. This $8 bottle of scotch, and now I'm going to find out why this war hero and multimillionaire lined up cases of it from the Gulf Coast into the Alps. So, Viva El Chapo. Years to the memory of Lewis Nixon, and here's to Ron Livingston, you lucky son of a bitch, Jennifer fucking Aniston. And it's like he was in that he was in Band of Brothers with David Schwimmer. Jennifer Aniston must have slept her way through the entire 101st Airborne. That's all I can think. Here's to Jennifer. There's nothing like a good scotch, and this is nothing like a good scotch. No, this is probably the best $8 scotch bottle I've ever had. It's not bad. It's kind of it's not really Macallan. What? It's decent airport scotch. It's I don't know. I'm trying to think like Johnny Walker Black. You know, it's not bad. It's not great. It's drinkable. They didn't provide glasses in this hotel room for whatever reasons, but which is just as fine. Which is just fine because it might tempt me to drink the water. So I'll just drink the scotch out of the bottle. Probably like Lewis Nixon did. Oh yeah. Ron Livingston ended up with Jennifer Aniston at the end of Office Space. I always had a thing about Jennifer Aniston. Ever been to Amsterdam? Anyone? Anyone else? Have you been to Amsterdam? Well, I've been to Amsterdam, and let me just tell you, I'd never actually been to a whorehouse before, but there was this girl. She was like cut to look like Jennifer Aniston, and I was weak, so went in. We're going at it. And oh, this is me and Jennifer Aniston. But ultimately, you're not paying them to look like celebrities. You're paying them to do a job. And she was just lying there stiff as a board and, not making any noise. Barely, I don't even know if she was breathing in it. And so anyway, after a while, I'm going, well, what the hell's this about? And I pull up my pants and leave my business undone. So all I can tell you is that if you ever feel like going out whoring in Amsterdam, do not go to the place near Dam Square called Madame Tussauds. Just a waste of money. But I'll still drink to Jennifer Aniston. It's got that much. I got $7 here. Anyway, William Friedman, Cross Country Local. Follow me on Periscope. Urge your friends to follow me on Periscope. Follow me on Facebook, the Cross Country Local community page. Also, hashtag XCLocal. That's X-Ray Charlie Local for Cross Country Local on Instagram and Twitter. Thanks for joining me for a drink, and I will see you on the route.